What's up, everyone? Chris from Pickdawgz.com here with your free Major League Baseball home run prop show for Saturday, June 3rd, 2023. Now, just a reminder, if you haven't already, make sure you're subscribed to our channel and smash that thumbs up. It helps us out a ton. And we'll get into the home run prop action momentarily. So I get this video a little bit late out today. Obviously not our intention, but just we're waiting on some prices to come out. And unfortunately, for some of them, we just couldn't wait any longer. And want to make sure that we get this to you guys with plenty of time to get these home run props in. We're not going to be doing the first couple games of the day. I know there is a doubleheader in Tampa Bay and Boston. We're not going to be mentioning that one just because couldn't find a game that or a matchup that I like there. B, with all the doubleheader stuff that's going on, sometimes the pitching matchups get thrown out of whack. And C, I don't want any confusion as to game one, game two, whatever. Just leaving that one alone. And also, couldn't find anything strong for the White Sox and Tigers at 210, plus probably would have been cutting it a little bit close. So we're going to start at the 4:05 p.m. Eastern time slots today. But I will give everyone fair warning, for some of these weekend shows, some of these weekend slates, the home run prop action for me can be a little bit heavy. So you don't have to play every single prop that I'm going to be giving out here. We have a fair bit of them today, a lot of meat on the bone that I like. You're more than welcome to. I recommend playing them straight. And if you're going to parlay anything, I always recommend doing a round robin, anything over a 3-leg parlay and above. Because how many times have we had one or two legs of our parlay fall apart? At least if you do that, you round robin it, well, at least you win something if something goes awry. I've done a round robin tutorial. Basically, if you do a 3-leg parlay, play all the different combinations of 2 home run batters in that 3-leg parlay. Simple as that. But anyway, we're going to take a look at that. But like I said, these plays are meant to be put on the side for some fun, for some side action. Not plays that you're meant to dump your whole bankroll into. Just to have some pizza or some coffee money on the side for some fun on Saturday when you're watching the games. But if you are looking for the games that I am the most confident in, the games that I do love the most, including my daily $19 best bet, head on over to Pickdawgz.com, click the Premium Picks tab at the top of the page, and we'll get you guys sorted there. But let's take a look at the plays that we did hit. We only had a couple on Friday, but still better than nothing. And we actually caught some nice plus money with a couple of these. We caught George Springer at plus 510. Hit a Springer dinger, hit a leadoff home run off of Justin Verlander, got it out of the way early for us. And we also caught Ryan McMahon. He got his out of the way fairly early as well off of Jordan Lyles at plus 390. So if you played each of those straight, you came out with plus 900. If you parlayed them up, you had a nice plus money parlay there. But those were the two that we did catch on Friday, and then we're going to take a look at Saturdays. But before I get into Saturday's action, I want to remind everybody, I love interacting with you guys. So please let me know in the comment section below. Do you like the angles I took on some of these games? Do you not like them? Do you have player props of your own? Drop them in the comments section. But I implore everyone, if you're going to do that, please drop them in the comment section before the games actually start. If they're not in there before the games start, they don't really help anybody. We're trying to beat the books as a team, one goal, and that goal is to crush the books every single day that we bet on home run props. And none of this thank me later stuff. It's not a competition. Like I said, we are one team. It's not a picking contest. We're going to crush the books as a unit and as the Pickdawgz family. So let's get into the home run prop action for Saturday. Like I said, we're going to start with this matchup between the Cardinals and the Pirates. And we're going to start with Andrew McCutchen at plus 460. Now McCutchen his back-to-back multi-hit games in his career. He's hitting 357 with 3 extra base hits, including a home run against the Cardinals' Jordan Montgomery, who's getting the start today. Montgomery is allowing a 10.3% barrel rate this season, has allowed 6 home runs in his last 5 starts. So I'm going to take Andrew McCutchen at plus 460. Also going to look at Rodolfo Castro at plus 600. He's hitting 500 in the last 2 weeks against lefties. Normally is a pretty good value spot for some power. So I'll take a shot on Rodolfo Castro at plus 600. Going to switch up to the Cardinals here. Going to go with a trio. A couple familiar faces for the Cards and the home run props. We're going to go with Paul Goldschmidt at plus 410, hitting 314 with 3 home runs against righties in the last 2 weeks. Luis Ortiz getting the start for the Pirates. 10.7% barrel rate allowed this season. So I'll take Paul Goldschmidt to get one at plus 410. And after taking a break from the home run prop show, he's back. We're going to take a shot with Nolan Arenado at plus 480. Hadn't hit a home run much lately, but he did go yard on Friday, and he is hitting 324 against left-handed pitching in the last 2 weeks. So give me Nolan Arenado at plus 480. And, I think 324 against righties, in the last 2 weeks. And we're also going to roll with Brendan Donovan at plus 950. It's a nice plus money shot on the board here. Hitting 250 in the last 2 weeks against righties, but he has 3 home runs. He went yard on Friday. Not necessarily the kind of guy to go back-to-back days, but I'm good with taking the value here at plus 950 with Brendan Donovan. Also going to go with this Rangers and Mariners matchup. I'm going to go with Josh Young to hit a home run at plus 400. He's hitting 375 with 3 home runs, 7 extra base hits in the last 2 weeks against right-handed pitching. Now, Brian Wu for the Mariners making his major league debut here, straight bypassing AAA. And while I think he could have some success in his debut with the advantage of mystery behind him. I think, Young could tag him here. He's been hitting righties all season. I'm going to go with Josh Young at plus 400. Also going to look at Corey Seager here at plus 325. Hitting 303 with a pair of home runs in the last 2 weeks against righties. Also has an 18.5% barrel rate this season. So I'm going to take Corey Seager at plus 325. Also going to look at Ty France to hit a home run at plus 540 for the Mariners. Going to switch dugouts here. And I'm going to roll with France. He's hitting 357 with a home run in the last 2 weeks against lefties. 3 for 5 with a pair of doubles in the last week against lefties. And I like the matchup here against Andrew Heaney. He's allowed a home run in 4 straight. Heaney has, 4 straight starts against Seattle. And he has a 9% barrel rate allowed this season. So I'm going to take Ty France at plus 540. I was also leaning towards Jared Kelenic. But I couldn't find a price on him. He was hitting 308 with a pair of homers against lefties in the last 2 weeks. But again, no price on Kelenic on my end. So if you can find a price on him, I'd recommend a small play on Jared Kelenic as well. Going to take a look at this matchup between the Phillies and the Nationals. I like a trio of Phillies here. First one I'm going to go with is Bryson Stott at plus 800. He's hitting 385 with a home run in the last 2 weeks against lefties. With a home run, I do like Mackenzie Gore, but he's allowed a home run in 4 straight games. He's allowed all 8 home runs he's allowed this season have come in the last 6 starts. Gore giving up an 8.9% barrel rate this season. So give me Bryson Stott at plus 800. Also going to look at Nick Castellanos at plus 525. He's hitting 471 with 3 extra base hits in the last 2 weeks against lefties. I think Castellanos has a ton of opportunity to get back onto the home run train here as an 11% barrel rate as well on the season. So give me Nick Castellanos at plus 525. I also like Bryce Harper at plus 410, hitting 313 with a home run in the last 2 weeks against lefties with a 13.2% barrel rate this season. So I'll take Bryce Harper for a home run at plus 410. Now my lone play for the Nationals, but if you've been following my home run property, you know who it's going to be, and that's Lane Thomas at plus 500. Matt Strom going for the Phillies here. As a lefty, I've said it time and time again, whenever I see a lefty on the other side of the Nationals, I'm taking Lane Thomas. Since May 1st, Thomas hitting 351 with 4 home runs against left-handed pitching, by far the best bat on the Nationals roster. Strom allowing a 9.7% barrel rate this season. So give me Lane Thomas at plus 500. Now, obviously, the goal of this home run prop show is to put you guys on some free winners. But what I'm also using it for is to highlight the benefit of using the betting tools at Pickdawgz and Sports Chat Plays. These betting tools are fantastic. They will do a lot of the heavy, if not all the heavy lifting for you. They show you streaks, like how often the hot and cold trends, and where you can find the best possible price to bet on them. If you're a parlay bettor, they've got parlay tools, parlay builders for you. You know, if you're looking at profitable teams and angles, they've got that as well. But what I highlight here, and I take these straight from the website, are the graphics of the betting tools. They show you, player props. They show you what the player prop is, what it's lined at, how often it hits, and what book is giving you the best possible price. If you don't have an account with that book that's giving you the best possible price, you click on that price, it takes you get a sportsbook bonus offer on us, and you also get a chance to play that best possible price, and you also get an added advantage onto your tool belt, which is another sports book, considering the one advantage that the books can't take away from you is your ability to shop lines and find the best possible price, the best possible number. So make sure that you're taking advantage of those betting tools. I could probably do a show for an hour or two every single day just alone on how great the betting tools are and what they do for you. But I think it's just best, it's most effective if everybody goes over to pickdawgz.com, sportschatplays.com, and plays with those betting tools yourselves. It's some of you could definitely get lost in for a couple of hours, but you you can definitely make a ton of money by using them. So make sure you go on over and check them out. They're 100% free. You're not going to find anything like that for 100% free anywhere out there with any of our competitors. So make sure you go on over and check them out. But we'll get back into the home run prop action for Saturday. And we're going to go this matchup between the Reds and the Brewers. And we're going to go with Spencer Steer, the Reds, at plus 475, hitting 324 with a home run in the last 2 weeks against righties. Also facing Colin Rea, who's allowed a home run in 5 of his last 6 starts. 7 home runs total allowed in that stretch for Rea. So give me Spencer Steer at plus 475. Also going to take a shot on Jonathan India at plus 540, hitting just 216, but he has 3 home runs in the last 2 weeks against right-handed pitching. India providing a lot of value in a lot of spots, so I'm going to take Jonathan India at plus 540. Also going to switch up to this matchup between the Angels and the Astros. I'm going to roll with Shohei Ohtani for a home run at plus 290. Now, Christian Javier, he hasn't given up a whole lot this season, but he has given up a home run in 4 straight starts and in 6 of his last 7 outings. Ohtani in his career, 4 for 16 against Javier, but he's got 3 extra base hits, including a pair of home runs. Javier does have a 12% barrel rate allowed this season, while Ohtani pumping out a 14% barrel rate this season. So give me Shohei Ohtani at plus 290. Also going to look at Yordan Alvarez at plus 310. He's hitting 286 with 3 home runs in the last 2 weeks against left-handed pitching. While he's only got 2 career hits against the Angels' Patrick Sandoval, who's starting today, both of those hits for Alvarez went for home runs. Alvarez still putting out a 19% barrel rate this season. So give me Yordan Alvarez at plus 310. Also going to look at Kyle Tucker for the Astros at plus 430. He's hitting 455 with 3 extra base hits, including a pair of home runs against Sandoval. So give me Kyle Tucker at plus 430. Also going to go with a standalone play from this Royals and Rockies matchup. I'm going to go with Bobby Witt Jr. at plus 460. He was arguably Kansas City's hottest hitter against lefties in May. And up to today, he's hitting 381 with 3 home runs against lefties since May 1st. I like the matchup here against Austin Gomber of the Rockies. He's allowed a home run in 4 straight games, 6 total home runs over that span, while also allowing a lot of hard contact, and 8.8% barrel rate this season. So give me Bobby Witt Jr. at plus 460. Now, before I get into our last few home run prop games of the day, a term you're going to hear me mention a lot here is barrel rate. And if you're not familiar with barrel rate, if you're new to the home run prop show, basically barrel rate for me is the most important advanced analytic when we're looking at betting home run props. It's sort of an all-in-one metric. It combines exit velocity and launch angle to create what's called a barrel. And the barrel zone is sort of that sweet spot off of the bat, where the further you go into the exit velocity realm and the at the perfect launch angle, well, it's more likely to create a well-hit ball that's going to go into the outfield and subsequently a home run. Now, why are barrels important? Well, balls that were quantified as barrels in 2022, 45% of those went for home runs, and that was the lowest percentage of barrels to home runs that we had seen in pretty much a decade. And now, you talk about barrels to home runs. When you're going to give me a 45 to 60% probability edge on a plus money prop, it's going off anywhere from plus 150, 175, plus 200, all the way up into the plus 1,000 and over range. I'm going to take that any day of the week, any advantage we can have over the books. It's definitely something that you want to make sure that you're checking out when you're betting on home run props. There are charts out there where you can find out guys' barrel rates and how well they're hitting, and how well they're hitting for power. And you just gotta search it up on the internet. You can find those charts as well. Those are the same ones that I use. And said, when you're betting home run props, barrel rate for me is one of the most important. Whether it's just hitters and how many barrels they're generating at the dish, or pitchers, how many barrels they're giving up, I still feel it's probably the most important metric to look at for sure. But anyways, back to the home run prop action. Only got a couple more games we're going to look at for today. And we're going to go to this matchup between the Blue Jays and the Mets. I'm going to roll with Bo Bichette to hit a home run here at plus 575. I still feel there's value on Bichette at this number, given the pitching matchup. We always seem to get value with Bichette, but he's hitting 346 with a pair of home runs against righties in the last 2 weeks. Tyler McGill has allowed an 8.2% barrel rate this season, so I'm going to roll with Bo Bichette at plus 575. Also going to look at Dalton Varsho at plus 480. He hit a home run on Friday, and the bat for Varsho is starting to heat up again. A pair of home runs in the last week against right-handed pitching. So I'm going to take Dalton Varsho at plus 480. Also going to look at this matchup between the Marlins and the A's. For the Marlins, I'm going to go with Jesus Sanchez at plus 450. He's hit well since coming back off of the injured list. 6 hits in his last 3 games. Gets a favorable matchup after hitting a home run on Friday. Gets Oakland's Luis Medina here, who has allowed a home run in all 4 of his starts. 7 home runs total in that 4-start stretch. He's allowed an 11.6% barrel rate this season. So give me Jesus Sanchez at plus 450. Also going to look at Jorge Soler at plus 330. He's definitely cooled off lately, but he still has an 18.9% barrel rate this season, hitting 300 with 3 home runs in the last 2 weeks against righties. So give me Jorge Soler at plus 330. Also going to look at a few for this Dodgers and Yankee matchup. I'm going to go with JD Martinez to hit a home run at plus 510, hitting 6 home runs with 375 batting average against righties in the last 2 weeks. Garrett Cole, a pitcher that is supposed to be the staff ace of the New York Yankees, but he hasn't pitched like an ace as of late. He's allowing a 9.3% barrel rate this season. He's allowed 2 home runs in 4 of his last 5 starts, totaling 8 homers over that stretch. And that's all 8 homers that he's actually given up this season. So I'm going to take JD Martinez for a home run at plus 510. Also going to look at Mookie Betts to hit a home run at plus 430. Career 545 hitter against Garrett Cole, but no extra base hits or home runs. But I think that could change here. Betts in some fine form. He's got 4 home runs with a 324 batting average against right-handed pitching in the last 2 weeks. So I'm going to take Mookie Betts at plus 430. Also going to look at Freddie Freeman at plus 460. He's hitting 395 with a pair of home runs in the last 2 weeks against right-handed pitching. Also has a 353 batting average with 4 extra base hits, including a home run in his career against Garrett Cole. So give me Freddie Freeman at plus 460. And we're going to take a dip in value in the last couple ones. Not a ton of plus money on the board with these last 2 plays, but still, I'm not going to sneeze at plus money. I'm not going to look a gift horse in the mouth. I'm going to take Aaron Judge at plus 185 as my lone Yankee in this game. Michael Grove, he has pitched better than his 8.44 ERA suggests, as he had the one bad start against Arizona, and I think that is why that ERA is where it is. But it's Grove's also his first start since April 20th, and the Yankees aren't an ideal opponent in your first start back, especially with Judge hitting 361 with 5 home runs in the last 2 weeks against right-handed pitching, a 30.1% barrel rate this season, even 4 home runs in the last week alone with a 368 batting average over that stretch. So give me Aaron Judge at plus 185. And to close things out, I'm going to roll with Matt Olson at plus 235. He has 5 home runs in the last 2 weeks against right-handed pitching. I'm not the biggest Ryan Nelson fan in this Arizona rotation. I think he's probably the number 4 starter in that rotation at best. Olson reestablishing himself as the top home run threat in the last couple of weeks for the Braves. I like his chances here. He's got a 21.9% barrel rate, also hitting 3 of those home runs in the last week. So I'm going to go with Matt Olson at plus 235 to round things out. But that's your home run prop action for Saturday. We'll do a quick recap of the plays that we did put out for Saturday's action. Like I said, we had a fair number of them, but again, pick and choose the ones you like. I'm going to go with Andrew McCutchen at plus 460 for the Pirates. Also for the Pirates, Rodolfo Castro at plus 600. For the Cardinals, we're going to go with a trio. We're going to go with Paul Goldschmidt at plus 410. Nolan Arenado at plus 480. And our longest shot of the day, Brendan Donovan at plus 950. For this Rangers and Mariners matchup, we're going to go with a pair on each side. Going to go with Josh Young to hit a home run at plus 400. Corey Seager for the Rangers as well at plus 325. Now for the Mariners, went with Ty France at plus 540. Also like Jared Kelenic, if you can find a price on him. I couldn't find a price, but if you can spot one, Jared Kelenic worth a play as well for me. Going to go with a trio of Phillies here. We're going to go with Bryson Stott to hit a home run at plus 800. Nick Castellanos to hit one at plus 525. And Bryce Harper for a home run at plus 410. My low national in that game, I'm going to roll with Lane Thomas at plus 500. For the Reds, like Spencer Steer at plus 475. And also like Jonathan India for a home run at plus 540. Going to go to this Angels and Astros matchup like Shohei Ohtani for a home run at plus 290. Like Yordan Alvarez at plus 310. And also like Kyle Tucker at plus 430. Standalone play for the Kansas City Royals, Bobby Witt Jr. at plus 460. For the Blue Jays, a couple of Blue Jays here, we're going to go with Bo Bichette at plus 575. And Dalton Varsho at plus 480. For the Miami Marlins, we're going to roll a couple Marlins. We're going to go with Jesus Sanchez at plus 450. And Jorge Soler at plus 330. Handful of Dodgers, we're going to go with JD Martinez at plus 510 for a home run. Also going to look at Mookie Betts for a home run at plus 430. And Freddie Freeman for a home run at plus 460. For the Yankees, going to go with Aaron Judge at plus 185. And for the Braves, we're going to go with Matt Olson at plus 235. Thank you guys so much for watching. Appreciate each and every one of you. We're at 130,000 plus subscribers here on our YouTube channel. Couldn't have done it without your guys' love and support. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for sticking with me. Make sure you leave a big thumbs up on these videos if you like the content. And also make sure you have notifications turned on when you're here at our Pickdawgz YouTube channel. Sometimes these videos come out, and as much as we like to wait and get you the most up-to-date information, the games still have to start at a certain time. And I want to make sure that we're able to get these plays in for you guys. So if you have those notifications turned on, you get the notification as soon as the content drops here at Pickdawgz. And while you're at our Pickdawgz website, check out the Premium Picks tab at the top of the page. You can find my best bets there. And you can check out these betting tools. They're 100% free. Same thing with Sports Chat Plays. They're 100% free. They're the best betting tools in the business. They will do the heavy lifting for you, and they are tools that you want to make sure that you have in your back pocket when you're making your best bets for the day's action. I promise you guys, check them out. You will not regret it. Thanks so much for watching. Appreciate each and every one of you. Let's crush the books on Saturday.